to my channel. So today, if you read the thumbnail, then y'all know what story I'm telling. And I'm gonna eat some seafood too. I got some juicy crabs, so I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna tell this story. So I'm gonna just start already. But anyway, all right, so when I first went to school, I went to school in Alabama, so obviously I didn't know nobody, but my friend from school came to the same school as me, and she lived in like the building across from me, and she had a roommate and I had a roommate. So it's probably like the fourth week of school. Me and her go home, and we chilling, we at home, whatever, and then we come back like Sunday. So on Sunday, the dude that she's talking to at the time is like, so he mad at her. Like, he just got an attitude, and he won't tell her like why he's mad. And he keep asking her like, who brought Destiny back to school? Da 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 da. On Saturday, I guess, like, who brought me back to school? But mind you, I was in Georgia the whole time, so we don't know what he's talking about, whatever, he's mad. So what's crazy is my roommate and her roommate go to Walmart. I don't know what for what, but we was about to go to Walmart, and he pulls up there too. And so like I knew he was mad. That had something to do with me. So I'm like being petty. I'm like, hey friend, like da 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 da. And I know like this nigga really is just like, he was just looking disgusted. Like, we still don't even know why this man is mad. And he's just mad. So then fast forward, later that day, he ends up telling her like what happened or whatever. So basically, he tells her that my roommate and her roommate basically had like an orgy, and with some people, like some people on the basketball team, the baseball team, football team, I think, like whatever. So we're like, ew, what? Like, what is happening? Like, nah, like, but no, like, they really did that. So, mind you, the weeks go by, and well, probably like a week. I don't even know how many weeks it took for us to actually like confront them about it, but we just was acting like we didn't know and just going on about life. Like, ever so often, I would kind of like try to get them to tell me. I would just be like, oh, like, I'm gonna call her roommate Jocelyn, and I'm gonna call my roommate Amy. So I would just be talking to Amy. I would be like, you and Jocelyn like really have been bonding. Like, y'all really have been getting close lately. Cause they would be beefing sometimes, but they was just really acting real close after this happened. So I would just, try to get her to tell me. And then she would just be like, yeah, like whatever. Da, da, da. Not saying nothing. I'm just like, these bitches. So then, okay, so fast forward, our school was having, well, like the sororities, the fraternities at our school was having like a fish fry. It was like a Wednesday, and it was probably like 3 o'clock. So before we went to the fish fry, we was like, we was gonna get drunk. So Allie, which is my friend, before I even got, like, we were supposed to meet up and then go to the fish fry, and I was like with a girl I had met, and my roommate, her roommate, and her was together or whatever. So they had already, my roommate and Allie had already got drunk. Like, they drunk when we meet up, and it had only been like 10 minutes. So we had the fish fry. They showing out, like whatever. So they had got into like an argument because my roommate told I'm gonna eat while this phone ring. It's giving me a break. And I dye my hair, so ignore that. Okay, so, oh, this shit is spicy. Okay, so they had like gotten an argument because my roommate my friend told my roommate like, you about to turn 19, but your pussy 25, like something like that, like something funny. And so she had got offended, and she had like went to our room So then me and Allie go to the room too. And mind you, we got like the girl who was kind of in our, like, she wasn't really in our friend group, but I met her, and so she used to hang out with us or whatever. And she was in there too. So it was the 5 of us. So they started like, so Allie was like, let's play Never Have I Ever. And they was like, okay, let's play. So Allie was like, no, she was like, let's clear the air. She was like, it's been some tension. Let's clear the air. And then it was like, okay, let's clear the air. And then she was like, okay, let's play Never Have I Ever. And she was, mind you, she's still drunk. So she like, never have I ever had a threesome. And they like basically admitted that they had did it or whatever. And they was like, they put their finger down, and Allie just bust out crying like, why y'all didn't tell us? Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm over here, I'm just sitting there like, I'm not saying nothing because I'm really disgusted. Like, I'm just like, ew, like, ew. And then Allie's crying. Like, I just think that this is a shit show. Like, we got this girl in here who we don't even really know. Allie's crying. They're doing this. Like, it's just too much. So then they started telling us about it. And so they just started telling us like, oh, like, we really did it twice this weekend. Like, the first time it was a threesome, then the next time it was more niggas or whatever. And so I'm just like, no, gross. So then we just started telling them like how we found out. And mind you, it may or may not be a video of this. It definitely is, but they just don't know that. Like, to this day, they don't know about the video. But yeah, so we telling them like how we found out. So then we tell them that like the niggas think that Allie roommate name is Destiny. So the whole time they thought it was me, and they thought that because that they met them because of me and her. So the whole time they thinking that that's my name. And this bitch gonna say, mind you, I did not, to this day, don't like, I'm not even gonna say don't like her. Like, first day I met her, everybody knew I did not like her. Like, that sounds bad, but she was giving me bad vibes. And like, she literally crossed everybody in our friend group by the end of the year. Like, nobody liked her no more. So I just knew, like, I just know how to pick them, and she was not getting picked. So anyway, she gonna say, oh, they thought I was you. That's good. Bitch, what's good about that? Like, what's good about that? And I'm like, bitch, that ain't good. Like, don't do that. So then we just talking about it. They telling us they did it twice, like da-da-da-da. They telling us details. So then I get my phone and I go in the bathroom, and I'm using the restroom. But while I'm using the restroom, I'm texting my cousin. And my cousin goes to school there too or whatever. Anyway, my cousin go there too. So we telling her like, I'm texting her and I'm telling her like they telling us, because obviously she already knew like that's my cousin. So she already knew. And then she was like, nah, like da-da-da-da, like come over. Because she lived like across the street from me. Her apartment was like across the street from my dorm. So then I was like, okay, hold on. Let me finish using the restroom, then we're gonna go over there. And so we like, my roommate was talking to somebody that lived next door to my cousin. So she like, oh my God. So she like walks with us or whatever, because we just go across the street. And she was walking to his place. So she was like basically trying to confront me like, oh, you was texting your cousin while you was in the bathroom? And I'm like, yeah. And just keep walking because I don't care. Like, yeah, I was. What about it? And it's like, I was going to tell my cousin regardless. Like, so, and you know that. So, yeah, I was. But anyway, so we tell my cousin, whatever. And then we just, you know, it was just out in the open. Like, we all just knew at this point. So we gonna say that was in like September. So fast forward, it's like, what is it? It's like, my mouth is hot. It's probably like, I don't know, I'm gonna just say October. So it's October, and anyway, it's like, that's not wine, by the way. It's juice. But anyway, I keep saying, but anyway, this food is good, but it's so spicy. And I told them that I wanted all eggs and no corn and stuff. But that, I don't know. Oh my God. But they only gave me 2 eggs. Like, no, just replace it. But anyway, so, I can't. Oh, and mind you, should I even tell this? Fuck it. So, because you know what? A wise man once said, if you're going to tell it, then tell it all. So, I'm going to tell it all. But anyway, I was just going to say that in the midst of all this, my roommate had a boyfriend. Like, at home, she had a boyfriend. So then, this shit is fucking hot. So, why am I dying like this? I'm gonna take a break because I can't even talk and eat. It's too spicy. But okay, so back to what I was saying. Okay, so fast forward to like October, we chilling or whatever. Like we all in alley room, we chilling. So they was texting the niggas that they be doing this with or whatever. Cause in the meantime, like they was still really messing with them. And so they was basically asking us like, oh, do y'all want to go play drunk Uno with them? Da 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 da. And we like, do you think we stupid? Like, we just not going over there so we can get. First of all, it wasn't even happening with me. Period. Point blank. But no, we're not going over there. So they was like saying that they wasn't gonna go over there, but then they was like, nah, they gonna go. So they go, and this time like they just do it big. Like it's other girls there. It's more niggas. Like they just really is out here doing it big. And so the next day, one of them was still at the boy who she was talking to apartment. So she was still like doing her thing, whatever. So Abby's roommate, what's her name, Jocelyn? So Jocelyn, we went to breakfast with her or whatever. So we in the cafeteria. It's like Sunday. We in the cafeteria. And when I say the whole athlete people, like everybody who's an athlete is just staring at us, like just dead staring at us. So she's telling us like what happened the day before, but it's like everybody knows, like the whole school knows what's going on. Like this is really ew. So anyway, and mind you, like I was real like ill to niggas, like to sex, to anything, like ew, no, I don't like you. So just people who was doing that, it was just like mind blowing to me. Like you don't care, like you just gonna do it. Like okay. But I'm not trying to talk shit about nobody who do that, but that was extreme. It was. But anyway, so they had played drunk Uno. So she's telling us what happened. She like basically saying like, oh, they got passed. Like one of them is, you know, and then they just with each other, like, and so we like, okay, was y'all doing anything with each other? Like, da da da. She's like, no, da da da. But you know, we don't really know what's true because people be lying, but Anyway, they said they didn't, whatever. So she's telling us like the whole story. She's telling us everything, and then like we like I don't know. So I just remember some kind of way like we all got into an argument or like that. Okay, anyway, that's what I was saying. So I don't really know what happened that night, but I just know the next day they was mad at each other. Like for what? I don't know. Oh, I think it's bro. I think it's because Jocelyn had did it with the one that Amy was actually like liking. So then she was mad at her the next day. That's what happened. But yeah. Mind you, Jocelyn really told us the whole story, but then when we had got with Amy, she was really lying. Like she wasn't really telling us what really happened, but we had already knew. And yeah, and that's just how we found out that our roommates was out here doing it big. And I don't know. The rest was just history. But Amy, she really stopped. And she got some new friends. She wasn't hanging out with her no more. But Jocelyn, oh baby, no. She was doing it big the whole rest of the year. I'm talking about every single day that girl was having sex, like with different people. And she got this boyfriend. Every time she was mad at her boyfriend, she would have sex with somebody else, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, different nigga. Like then next day make up with her boyfriend and be back over there. So it was just crazy. And I just never been around no shit like that in my life. But to each his own, I guess. But I'm done eating. And that's the end of the story. So I'm gonna see y'all next time. I'm probably about to film a tarot video. So stay tuned for that later. And subscribe to my channel. And like this video if you like this video. And if y'all want me to do more story time, because I got lots of college stories to tell, okay? This is just the beginning. But yeah. All right, bye.